Hi there, I'm Kelli Fox from astrology.tv with a weekly astrology overview for October 31st through November 6th. So for this particular week, and to be like really exact, there's no exact major astrological occurrence, but we are right in the middle of eclipses. Last week we had a solar eclipse. Next week there's a lunar eclipse. We're like in the eye of the storm. So for more info about what's going on for your zodiac sign this week, be sure to visit astrology.tv/horoscope/weekly. Also sign up for one of my free horoscope newsletters. That's astrology.tv/newsletters. So where to begin? Well, last week I talked about the solar eclipse, and there was so much going on last week. It was just unbelievable, even the week before. We're going through a transition. The human race is going through a transition. We are the collective, and we're getting ready to move into the age of Aquarius in March of 2023. But before we can do that, we have to tie up loose ends. We have to complete cycles. Saturn last week just turned direct. It's been retrograde since June. This is karma. This is about challenges. This is about taking care of our responsibilities. So with these eclipses, we're in the middle of the solar eclipse in Scorpio, is all about new beginnings, but new financial beginnings as well. But it's also about finding our strength and courage at the core of who we are and being able to, take control of our responsibilities. There's a lot of financial decisions that many of us will be making at this time, particularly for the fixed signs or anybody that has planets in the fixed signs, which is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, new financial beginnings. But when we move beyond that, when we move beyond the bottom line, it really becomes about our own self-worth and our own value. Who do we think we are? What price tag do we put on ourselves? Really, the answer should be priceless, but for many of us, it's not. And so, in some ways with this Scorpio energy, it's like uncovering the truth, getting to the heart of something, getting to the bottom of something, especially now that the Sun, Mercury, and Venus are all in Scorpio. Then we've got, Saturn in Aquarius, which just turned direct. It's really coming up against this lunar eclipse next week. So it creates a very challenging T-square, and Uranus is involved with that as well. So what that means is that it's the old versus the new. What do we keep that worked in the past, and what are we going to use in the future? Again, we can apply that to money, but really it's across the board. So, the lunar eclipse in Taurus next week is supercharged, super dramatic, super intense. And it really is about not digging our heels in, because with all this fixed energy of these eclipses, when it comes to our closest relationships, it's important that, we give a little to get a little. If we're going to stand our ground over something just to stand our ground, we're not going to win as a result. So, what a lunar eclipse, which is a supercharged full moon, teaches us is about balance and equilibrium and finding that middle ground, and not having to be so fixed and inflexible that we're immovable, so we can't move forward into our future. So, sometimes we have to roll with the punches, like things don't always go according to plan, but maybe sometimes they might go better than what we'd anticipated. So all of these giant lessons coming about before we do move into the age of Aquarius. I know the past few years have been incredibly challenging, or past couple of years. And so that's just been preparing us. We're thinking about each other and the collective, and there is a much stronger collective consciousness at this time, and that's what these eclipses are bringing about. Jupiter is retrograde in Pisces, so it's the end of a cycle. There's a lot of endings right now as we prepare for new beginnings next year. So for more information about what's in store for your zodiac sign, be sure to visit astrology.tv/horoscope/weekly and sign up for one of my free horoscope newsletters. That's astrology.tv/weekly. I mean, no, it's not. That's astrology.tv/newsletter. I'm Kelli Fox. Thanks for tuning in.